shit, the lighting's terrible.
I can't see. Oh, I can see again.
No, the lighting is terrible.
I can't see. Oh god.
Well, you can't see,
Properly, no.
can't you? Why not?
I haven't got my glasses on. They're gonna have to come out in a minute.
Okay.
Oh god, kill me.
Anyway,
I'm not doing a YouTube video wearing glasses.
Anyway, last night me and Lizzie watched this movie called The Happening,
It was amazing.
and she heard loads about it. And it's basically a movie about this gas, and apparently it's like comes from the plants or something.
It makes you want to kill yourself.
It makes you want to kill yourself. So it starts off with this scene in the park, and like there's this dog, like everybody's frozen, just like.
And then there's this dog and this random
And
person
then
who
there's
isn't
this dog,
frozen.
and the one person who isn't frozen. And like everybody, like this random person starts walking backwards, and then this woman is like pulls this giant friggin' like
Pin thing out of her hair,
giant
needle.
friggin' pin out of her hair, and she's like, oh my god, and she stabs herself,
Then she dies and it's
and
so
then she
cool.
dies, and oh my god, my hair's horrible.
Anyway, carry on with the review.
So shit.
Carry on.
Yeah, you have to right. So yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, this is really failing, but
Yeah.
we might have to re-record this actually. But basically, it's like that, and then there's this like one man called Elliot, and he's got this wife called Bella,
And then
there's
there's this little kid.
this
and then,
little
yeah.
kid,
And then
I think the mum dies,
and the dad.
and you're not supposed to tell them that until and like further on in the movie. Anyway.
We're not meant to tell them everything about the movie.
Anyway, about 5 minutes into the movie, no, about like 10 minutes,
10 minutes, something like that, into the movie.
um,
Don't tell long.
this is hugely failing.
This song is really shit.
This is so failing.
Basically, there's this construction site, and all these people just start like jumping off this scaffolding, like,
I
and there's all
know!
these men, they're like jumping
one
down, and then it's just like it's raining men.
No, like one person falls down, and they're like, and like all these black like workmen just like, oh no, oh no, and then another guy falls down, and the black guy's just like,
yeah, and then like all these people just like drop down from the scaffolding.
and I was like,
Oh, and then there's another bit, and then like everyone gets his gas, and then there's this police officer, and he gets his gun and shoots himself, and then it like drops and falls across.
That
Yeah,
was a really funny bit.
It falls across, and then this
That's
other guy
fine.
gets out of his car, and then he goes and gets the gun and shoots himself. And then it like kind of
They're
flies
like
away,
playing
and then
with the gun.
yeah, and then this
It's like
woman gets the gun and shoots herself.
Yeah, it's like Russian roulette, but they're all like under this plant, they're just like, I'm going to kill myself. That's a gun. And then they all die. And then we're just gonna tell them the methods that each person killed themselves, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then the dad of the like little kid and these people who were
Yeah.
they were like driving in this car.
And then there was like this hole in the
Yeah.
roof of the car.
No, the woman looked out the windows and she started screaming. She was like, ah! She started screaming. There was just like,
Turn this off now.
yeah, we should. and then like there were these scaffolds, and all these workmen were just like,
We've already done that.
no, it's a different.
Oh yeah, that was a
Remember?
different bit.
And she
They
was,
were like
screaming.
hanging from it.
And then he was like, keep calm.
And then he gave her a maths riddle.
Yeah, and then he gave her a maths thing. And then there was this like hole in the roof of the car. All the gas came in through, and then they
drove into a tree.
yeah, they were just like, I'm going to kill myself, and they just drove into the tree.
Except in
And
this
then,
movie,
like,
unlike she's saying, no one actually goes, I'm going to kill myself.
Well, anyway, that's what they were thinking.
Probably.
That's what they were thinking. Well, anyway, so this car like drives into the tree, it like brakes, and then like a friggin' like man like flies out of the car and lands dead, obviously. And then one of the guys survives, so he gets out of the car, he crawls into the middle of the road, he sits there, just like, in the middle of the road, then he gets a bit of broken glass from the car, and he starts cutting his wrists open, and he's just like, It's like, maybe that reminds us of.
Yep. We're not going to say it though,
Not gonna
because
say
this person is subscribed to us.
Shit, as well. Shit.
Anyway, yes, carry on.
Well, yeah. And then what happened after
Yeah.
that? Oh yeah, they came across like this. Oh yeah. The like Elliot, the Bella, and the little kid, like met this group of people. The group of people went out into the grass, and like they all started killing themselves because the grass was like moving. And then they were like, oh no.
And then
Elliot, there were like five of them left.
Yeah. Then Elliot, Bella, the little kid, the fat little Josh kid, and the fat little black kid.
Yeah. They were all like, we are the only survivors. And then they were like walking along. They came across this abandoned like house thing.
Yeah.
And there's like guy, like they were like knocking on the door, and they were like knocking the door.
Oh,
They
and
were,
then the Josh guy went, open the door, you bitch, we're just trying to get some food for a little girl, you pussy.
yeah, and then
he got shot, and then
no,
the fat black
freaking like gun was stuck to, like was prodded out of the door, and he was just shot, and he was like dead on the floor.
And then the little fat black kid got shot.
The little
as
fat
well.
black kid got shot, and then the only three survivors were the man, the woman, and the little kid.
Yeah, and then they go
And they were
inside
like,
the house.
we must leave them. We have to get away from this place. They came across another abandoned house.
Which had a woman in it though.
I know, and even though they had a terrible experience with the last abandoned house, they still went into the abandoned house.
Yeah, there was a random
Like
old lady, and she was crazy. And then she got the gas, and then like she started smashing her head through windows. She had blood all down her face, and it was so cool.
Yeah. Then there was this like woman. There was this old woman. She was like, "Oh, I suppose the polite thing for me to do is offer you supper."
That's the
and
grandma
make you
I was on
stay the
about.
night." Yeah. And then she was like,
She's crazy.
yeah. And then she randomly slapped the little kid. And then, okay,
Child abuse.
yeah. The man and the little kid was asleep. The man and the woman were like talking. She was like suddenly behind me. She was like, I can hear you whispering, planning to steal something, planning to murder
Me in my sleep.
or something. And then it was just like, what the fuck? And then they woke up the next day. The woman was like in the garden. She was like breathing in stuff, and then she turned around. She was like,
And then she started smashing her head through windows.
yeah. She started smashing her head through freaking windows.
Yeah, and then like the
and then the man was like,
Bella and the little girl were in like this back room, and then like the guy was there and like in a house, and then they could hear each other. And
no, wait.
And then, we can't tell them what happened.
No, I'm gonna have to tell them what happened. I'm sorry. Otherwise, it's not a proper review of the movie, right?
Okay, sorry if you haven't seen it. We spoil a lot of
My hair's
stuff.
gone really ginger.
Anyway, carry on.
Oh. Anyway, there was like this hut thing on one side of the garden. There was this abandoned house. The man was in the abandoned house on his own. The woman and the little kid were in the little shed thing. They somehow managed to talk to each other. But
Yeah,
they
it
were
was like
he
this
was
microphone
like,
thing.
Shut the windows. Shut the doors and the windows. It's everywhere. And they were like, this is the end. And then there was like 10 minutes of like really
Soppy,
sentimental, like,
disgusting crap.
I love you. And they were like, you know, we're going to die. We may as well be together when we die. So they walked across. Like the woman and the little kid were walking across. The man was walking across. They were walking across, like into the gas stuff.
And they thought they were going to die, but they didn't.
Thought they were going to die, but they didn't. They all survived.
Yeah,
And then
what we think
it
would
turns out-
happened.
It turns out the gas. Yeah, I'm just going to tell them the actual story, and then I'll tell them the thing. The like gas stopped somehow, and yeah, and they all survived, and I was just like, what a crap.
Oh, and then at the end...
it started in Paris, and I was
No,
like,
and then at the
what
end,
a
the
crap.
happening is happening again in Paris.
Yeah, I was like, that's a crap ending. Okay? I think if I had been in charge of ending the movie, I would have got the man and the woman kill themselves. They breathe in the gas, and then the little kid,
she's special.
because she's special and like amazing. She, like, the gas affects her, but in a different way to everybody else. Instead of wanting to kill herself, she wanted to kill everybody else.
And then there could be a sequel.
So the sequel could be the little kid is like going around, like the gas is gone. The little kid has gone around the world trying to kill everybody. That'd be a good sequel to a movie, don't you think? It would be. I think.
So what do we give this movie out of 10?
And oh yeah, partway through the movie, the guy, there was like, they were in this model home, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
And then the guy was like on his own in this room.
Talking
in the
to
model home.
plastic tree.
And there was a tree in the corner. He was like, it was moving. I don't know why it was moving, but it wasn't. He was like, hello tree. He was just like alone in this room with.
And then he saw it. He was just like, Plastic.
No, he started walking over the tree. He was like alone in this room with the tree.
Hello?
He was like,
Hello?
hello. He was like, hello. And then he started talking to it. I can't remember what he said, but he started randomly talking to it.
And then he picked up a leaf and went, plastic.
He was like, it's plastic. Look who's talking to a freaking plastic tree.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then also partway through the movie, there was a random set of old people wearing gas masks.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this random mixed-race family
There was like
in a
a random
bathtub.
part through the movie, when it was like the news, like reporting what was happening all over the world. And
Country.
Yeah. And yeah, that was like this random people in a bathtub.
This random family. Yeah. So yeah. What do
Oh
we give this
yeah,
movie?
and then one of the methods of killing themselves was the man set off the lawnmower.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
He sat in the
No, he
middle.
laid down underneath the lawnmower.
He laid down on the grass.
And then like all
The
these
lawnmower
blood and
came
guts
along.
like shredding themselves up. Oh, and some guy went to the zoo and
yeah.
started angering the lions.
He went
and
he walked
literally-
into the lion's cage. He started angering them. He had one arm was bitten off.
And then the
He
other
went
one
up
was
to the
bitten.
other- Yeah, and he was just like walking around.
And I
like,
said you should make the video out of like the stringy guts that were hanging
you
down.
said that, you?
Me, yeah, the flesh.
Why?
Because I said that, remember?
Yeah.
Because you can make a video like that, and I was like, what, with guts and stuff?
Oh no!
And you were like, oh no, that's just put me off videos forever. So.
That genuinely has put me off videos.
Anyway, what do we give this movie out of 10?
Because of the crappy ending, I don't know.
I'd give it an 8, because it's got a crappy ending, but there's a lot of blood and gore, which I like.
Okay, I don't know. I think that I think I should like sue the movie company who made it, and then
But it's
remake
a good
the
movie!
Yeah, remake the movie, but with the awesome ending.
It's
Because
a
then
good
that
movie.
way they'll be able to make a sequel.
Still. Anyway, we got to end this video because we only got a couple of minutes left. So yeah,
We do. And I look horrible today because like
they don't care.
I'm really
Anyway,
ginger.
basically you should watch this movie, but the ending is really crappy. So yeah, that's it. Bye.